Syracuse will kick off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Boston College Eagles offense will have first crack at this one. Got together, guys. There were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason.
There he goes! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A interception and could have flipped this field.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
You're the better team. Together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Syracuse's offense has the ball for the first time. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Finds the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground with the counter. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Russell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Down at the 20.
And your Boston College Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. How about that defense?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Locklear. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the
33. And your Boston College Eagles will take over. 1st and 10.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And his throw is incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Finds his man, it's Tremble. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking for space, it's Willis. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Russell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Cook. It's a running room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. He caught it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the...
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out.
26, and your Boston College Eagles will take over. 1st and 10.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run.
Flying down the left side. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Boston College.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Got a man. It's Tremble. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy.
Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got it in the middle. It's Russell. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to... They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boston College right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. He's got it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Golden Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10.
Are you coming into this game? If
Tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Rotlier. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cook. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Syracuse right back at it. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tremble.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Bears the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And he needed... a little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And now they regain the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the returner will be knocked down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Short of the 1st down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Boston College wants to play fast. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short. Football back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Russell. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll signal for and make the fair catch. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. They stop. Turn it over on downs. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Oh, they're after him! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 40.
3-3. And your Boston College Eagles will take over. 1st and 10.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
31. Syracuse. 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Russell. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Syracuse has it in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, he missed it. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double. Sitting at 10.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Boston College right back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lockwood. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive play.
Touchdown, Boston College. A great catch and run for 6. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just touch there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target over the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
With the catch, it's Tremble. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Completes the shuffle pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end, working that left side. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Dumps it to the back. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. This game is hardly over. They're up by a field goal over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the...
There he goes. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Golden Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments.
Trying to rumble in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just raise inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Finding an escape route.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Not much. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Russell. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Willis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He makes a grab, and he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Syracuse right back at it, and they spike it and get the clock stopped. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Locklear. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That
fires one high and deep.
just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Syracuse, 28.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Tremble. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw. It's Locklear. Under fire. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.